Back to the ground. He'll get it again. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air again on second and 10. That is caught. What a throw. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Off play action, it's Tua. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Miami.
First down, Miami.
Run right up the gut with Genti. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Throwing is Tua. They'll try to set up the screen to Genti. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by Smith on the right side. 17 yards on that connection. Good for an Eagles first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
19, Tiger, 19, 18.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He gets that to Brown. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. I hit that a little too well. It lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
44, ready. 22, what's it?
Now it's Tua. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. In motion comes Thomas. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. On the handoff, this is Genty. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Ready? Ready, team!
In motion comes Thomas. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
It is third and long.
Go ahead.
Now, give to Genty, running right. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's fourth and long coming up. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Here's the punter now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Now, faking the give. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Second and 10.
65, Cat! 65, Cougar 19!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
Here we go, here we go!
To the air now on first and 10. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. Pickup of 46 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway.
Okay, ready?
The third quarter begins with a run. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That's Juju Brents in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got a man down the field. That's Powell. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Let's go.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's the tight end. Hits. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Look wide. Get this one complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Go.
The ball comes out, and the Dolphins come up with the turnover.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
Over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Dragon 6, Hawk 7, Warrior 70.
Now they'll set up to throw. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And This drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Bigsby. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now give on the ground, and he will score! Touchdown, Philadelphia. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Two and out on first down. That one's incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's two and out on second down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Former third overall pick, Quinton Williams, in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down. In motion, it's Jefferson. Third and long. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. He'll take this in back at the 16. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. Inside the 35. And he will go all the way. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown, Eagles. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Play fake. Now, two with a throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Genty. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
40.
Play action. Tagovailoa. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Now, Tagovailoa on 3rd and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Tua. And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Miami. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the 4th quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on 4th down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
Now, here's the Dolphins and Tua going for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Dolphins 16.
So these 2 teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Begin with a zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. To the right, that's Pitts. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And Nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose.
He's going to try it here again. And this will be incomplete.
So at this point in the game, Mike, offensively, I think for the offensive coordinator and the quarterback and everyone, they're just trying to build on something. Can you generate an explosive play? Can you bring just a little bit of energy to the huddle and to the sideline? Because throughout most of this game, not a whole lot's gone right.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions. And now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2.
Ready, check.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Philadelphia.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Come back, here we go. Back, 60 Bobcat. Cowboy it.
Back to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Mason Tipton. Touchdown, Eagles. His 4th TD grab of the season. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead.
42. Dolphins 16. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. You let this go deep for Jefferson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and
oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nolan Smith. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
Ready.
In motion, it's Jefferson. A shotgun snap for Tua. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he's going to have a Dolphins 1st down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Turbo 1. 21G. 20. All right, come on. And 18. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's Ewers again. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Dolphins first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
To the right side and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just...
And he's in. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Touchdown, Miami.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. Inside the 40. Still going. And he takes it back all the way. How about a pick 2 if you prefer? The play backfires to the offense in a big way.
Set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Go.
Here's a run going left, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Come on. Set. 70 Denver Wolf. Ready.
They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Tag. Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles.
A 59-yard
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. First down throw for Ewers. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Throwing from the gun is Ewers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Let's go now.
Intercepted.
Like 60 Eagles. 60
Take over
Eagles.
1st and 10 at the 34.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Eagles and make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from South Philly.